Hi, everyone. My name is Drew Stennett. I'm the Content Marketing Manager here at Right Side Up, and I'm so excited to have you join us today for our virtual event, So You Want to Build an Incremental Affiliate Program. If you aren't familiar with Right Side Up, we are a marketplace of growth marketing specialists who have helped more than 400 VC-backed tech companies hit their goals. We cover virtually all paid channels, SEO, CRO, email marketing, analytics, and much more. Today, we'll be hearing from Amy Scanlon, Head of Affiliate Marketing at Right Side Up. Amy is a seasoned partnership expert with more than 15 years of experience in customer acquisition and affiliate marketing. Today, she'll be sharing everything you need to know about building a viable affiliate program. Before I turn it over to Amy, I have just a couple of housekeeping items to quickly mention. First, we love getting questions. Please feel free to submit yours throughout the session using Zoom's Q&A functionality found at the bottom of your screen. We'll plan to address as many of your questions as we can in the last 15 minutes or so of our time together. Second, we are recording this webinar, and you can expect an email in the next few days with both the recording and the slide deck, as well as a brief survey. We really appreciate your feedback on these events, and we use it to inform future live events and webinars that we plan. That's it from me, Amy. I'm passing the mic to you.
Thanks, Drew, and welcome everyone. Thanks for joining today. I'm super excited to be talking about one of my favorite topics in affiliate marketing, which is affiliate program viability. I hope that I can offer you an insight or two as you think about whether adding an affiliate program can accelerate your business goals. Let's get started. So let's start with the basics of affiliate marketing. What is it? How does it work? What are some of the benefits and risks? What can you expect from it? And then let's dive into some considerations for launch, and then how you might go about setting up a program that delivers incremental revenue at scale. So what is it? At its basic, it's just a framework for managing and monetizing pay-per-performance partnerships. And how does it work? First, you have to source and recruit a pipeline of partners. Then you agree to payment terms. You'll provide unique tracking, and that can come in the form of URLs, coupon or QR codes, or even phone numbers. The partner then promotes you through their marketing material, and you pay them monthly commissions based upon the agreed upon actions. Let's get into some of the benefits, because I think affiliate is fantastic. They have unique platforms and followings that can supercharge your reach with new audiences. Top and middle of the funnel partners tend to have high domain authority and SERP ranking. This helps you to build your brand equity. They also have a voice that resonates with their audience. And that's so important when lending credibility in that purchase path consideration period. And seeing that you pay on the outcome, it should be one of the lowest CPA channels, offering stability in your growth marketing portfolio, particularly when you have over-reliance on the core channels. And those core channels often have rising CPMs and less targeting capabilities in the last couple of years. Now, like most things in life, there comes some risks. So let's talk about some of those. Historically, this space has been primarily focused on coupon and deal sites. I think it gives it its bad reputation. But today, there are many different partnerships to be had that can add value across the full funnel. I do see a lot of programs that are unmanaged or kind of set it and forget it. Those tend to over-index at the bottom of the funnel with the coupon and deal site partnerships that may or may not be adding incremental revenue. So the key for success will be resourcing that affiliate program so somebody always has their eye on it and that it's aligned to your business goal. There are some challenges when it comes to controlling your brand, particularly with coupon and deal sites and how you'll be promoted, but also with editorial review sites. So you don't always get approval. We seek approval, and we often will negotiate, 1 to 2 rounds of approval, but sometimes you'll be placed in a listicle or review site and not have visibility into the content. There are also some nefarious affiliates. I think, when they assume the upfront economic costs of working with you and hoping for a commission, they're going to try to exploit as many things as possible. So it's really important that you understand your weaknesses, particularly auditing your conversion funnel, making sure you have processes in place to monitor and mitigate risk and fraud. Also, with affiliate marketing comes compliance and regulation. So it'll be really important that you have a processes in place and a clear point of view on FTC compliance, as well as state tax nexus. And you implement some best practices to ensure that your program is set up for success. Well, let's get back to what's so great about affiliate marketing. So best in class affiliate programs fill marketing gaps in areas you can't and won't do internally. It should align to your overall business strategy. It should serve as a new customer acquisition tool, drive incremental revenue, and reduce your blended CAC. In terms of what you can expect from an ROI standpoint, no one likes to hear this and no one likes to say this, but I will, because I have a strong point of view on affiliate marketing. Affiliate doesn't scale. If it's truly driving 90+% incremental revenue, it will never be more than 10 to 12% of your total revenue. Now, not all growth is created equal. So could it be 20, 30% of your revenue? Absolutely, especially if affiliate is one of the first channels you've diversified out of the core channels. But as you start to build a full funnel marketing mix, you'll need affiliates to fill less gaps. So overall contribution from the channel will come down. But do I still think you should invest in affiliate marketing? Absolutely. And you should constantly be aligning it to your overall strategy, as other paid channels will start to, lose efficiencies. Affiliates can pick up that gap and you can outsource it to them on a CPA basis. I think of affiliate marketing as very analogous to SEO. It's handsomely rewarding, but it actually takes time to build. So unlike the core channels where you can turn on the fire hose of data, you need time to build those relationships. You can't really buy them. You can buy media and paid placements, and sometimes that can strengthen the relationship, but you can't buy that relationship. So what I think you can expect to see out of an affiliate program is that it will contribute between 4 to 6% of total revenue by the end of year one, 8 to 10% by end of year two, and then 10 to 12% by end of year three. When you're evaluating affiliate programs, your affiliate program, and giving it a scorecard, I think it should include a diverse affiliate publisher mix, driving 8 to 12% of your total revenue. And just like your diversification out of your acquisition channels, the publisher mix is so very important, because most programs will suffer from the Pareto principle. And we're not talking 80-20, it's sometimes and oftentimes more like 95-5. So you really want at least 40+% of your partners to drive clicks in year one, and 15+% are driving actions by the end of year one. ROAS should be somewhere between $5 to $7, 5 to 7x. I do see programs that can drive upwards of 12, 20, 12, 16, 18, $20 ROAS. And that to me means you're leaving opportunity on the table, and it's worth reinvesting in affiliates. That could be a higher commission structure and or leaning into paid placement so you can actually drive more volume. Oftentimes I'll see companies that won't reinvest and will keep that high ROAS so that they can justify expense in the core channels. And that may be fine and what you might need to do at that time, but it's definitely a point of discussion with your affiliate manager. So now that we have an idea of what affiliate marketing should do for you, let's talk about what you should consider when you're thinking about launching an affiliate program and maybe anticipating some challenges that you'll want to work out in advance. So I do think you should have product market fit and driving at least $1 million in annual revenue. Sourcing affiliates without brand recognition will be tough, but most early stage companies are investing in PR and building top of the funnel awareness. Or if you're not investing, there should be existing conversations out there that you can easily slot into. And so sometimes that's taking a look at your competitive set to see if they have affiliate programs, and then slotting into those partnerships. I do think affiliate is one of the first channels you should look to when you're diversifying out of the core. I think it is, it will help bring down that blended CAC, as well as more investment in other top of the funnel channels. I almost never think affiliate should be your first paid channel, but there are some exceptions, and particularly with regulated industries like cannabis and CBD. The reason why I think the core channel should be first is because it allows you to work out your funnel optimization and your messaging. Affiliates will test your conversion funnel and offboard very quickly if they see any potential conversion issues. Because again, they assume the upfront economic cost of promoting you, hoping to reap rewards in the form of commission. It's also hard to find a strict pay for performance program only these days. Media budgets are being poured out of the core channels and into affiliate, almost making it a hybrid between a media buying plus pay per performance channel. So I do think it's best to set aside some marketing budget to invest in digital media publications, paid placements. Now, I think you can start on pay per performance and start to gather some data to understand what conversion looks like, and then you can lean into paid placements, having that data to back into, especially as we come upon Q4 here. It'll be really important to set aside some budget so that you can pay to play to get into those listicles and roundups for holiday shopping. I'll also say it again and again, and it might be your biggest takeaway from this webinar, but you really want your affiliate program to align to your overall business strategy. And that should be everything from sourcing the right partners to fill those gaps, to aligning commissions to your target CAC, and also to hit your goals. Let's talk a little bit about some of the challenges that I've seen with affiliate marketing, and not that they can't be overcome, but sometimes it's an indication that the program might not be as viable as you think. Brands that have single product SKUs, it can be tough to get affiliates to want to promote you over and over again once they've done an initial review of your product. Also, I think limited availability, including both supply, but also distribution, can be a limiting factor. Affiliates are not very good at targeting, so they will likely choose to promote brands that have more national coverage than for you, because they're giving up prime real estate that might not return a commission for them. Also, sales channel conflict is a big factor when it comes to a lot of D2C e-com brands. And when I say sales channel conflict, I'm thinking of your retail partners. That could be Amazon, Costco, Target, Chewy, etc. You'll want to make sure that you are providing a program that has an incentive that the affiliate will want to promote your direct-to-consumer website over your channel partner. So one way to get around this might be differentiated pricing, products that are only available on D2C, or product bundles available only on direct-to-consumer colorways. You'll also want a lot of sales enablement tools to make sure that your partners promote you directly and make it easier for them to go direct to consumer. Regulated industries can be tough, but totally doable. When I think about regulated industries, what comes to mind would be fintech, healthcare, and cannabis and CBD. They all have unique requirements on top of regular affiliate regulations such as FTC compliance and state tax nexus. So you'll just want to make sure you have a clear understanding of what they can and cannot do, and communicate that to affiliates. And you'll likely have to work very closely with your compliance and legal team. The other thing I think that is one of the biggest hurdles with affiliate is making sure that you have the right resources to support the channel. It's a super nuanced channel, so you want somebody who understands those nuances. And then because tracking is so far down in the funnel, you want to make sure you have the technical support to implement an affiliate program, as well as creative resources for unique needs that partners may have to promote you, though you can likely use some of the best performing creative on the core channels and in other placements. Also, you'll want some help and input from your legal team, and accounting team, particularly on state tax nexus. I hope at this point, affiliate marketing is making a lot of sense for you. So let's talk about what setting up a foundation for scale might look like. With marketing so fragmented these days and consumers being perpetually connected, there's a lot of overlap with other channels. I think some of the biggest gray areas are affiliate NPR, brand ambassador influencer, pay per performance influencer, micro podcast, pay per performance versus media buying macro podcasts. When it comes to B2B, there's a lot of overlap in content syndication with review sites and SEO, as well as affiliate. So it's really, really important that you start to establish what the role of affiliate marketing will be in your marketing media mix, and make sure that your affiliate manager has a seat at the table in order to work shoulder to shoulder with other channel leads. You want this person thinking holistically about how to drive incremental revenue, rather than historically the affiliate team has sat in a silo and likely cannibalizes other teams' efforts and essentially drives up costs. So when I think about the pillars of affiliate marketing, I think it includes the right technology and processes for scale. Those kind of go hand in hand, working with a breadth of partnerships that can add value across the full funnel. And this includes implementing best practices that go along with recruiting new affiliates, onboarding affiliates, activating and optimizing partnerships. And then, of course, like I talk about the resources to support that channel. And here's what a strategy and plan might look like. And I would expect some of these to be in your plan as well. In terms of the foundation, this is my favorite part of affiliate marketing. I like the technology part. I think if you're really aligned with utilizing affiliates to fill marketing gaps, you'll want to make sure that the program is set up with advanced tracking, really so that you can understand what is the role of affiliates, what does cross-channel interaction really look like, and what is the LTV of the referrals that are coming into the channel, but more importantly by the partner, look like, so you can start to align your commissions to your target CAC. This is an incredibly tactical channel. So you'll want to build as many workflows as possible, leaving room to build relationships and one-on-one relationships, particularly with your top performing affiliates and your aspiring middle performing affiliates. There really is value in volume in the long tail, so you'll want the technology to work for you as much as possible. It'll be really important when you're choosing the right platform. And speaking of platforms, I put the PRMs, the partner relationship management platforms, into two buckets, both the SaaS solutions and the networks. And really there's pros and cons to both of these. I think that for me, when I'm vetting a platform, I like to look at what my short-term, near-term, and long-term goals are. And then I put together a scoring rubric so that it becomes just a mathematical equation. But really the role of the tracking platform for you in building and scaling an affiliate program is, one, you want it to procure partnerships at scale. 2, provide the tracking and reporting on partner outcomes in real time. And 3, act as a clearinghouse so that you pay the platform once and they go ahead and distribute the individual commissions to the right partners. When it comes to setting the commission structure, for the most part, commissions are flexible. You can flex them up and down based on performance. So you want to make sure that the commission that you start with really aligns to your goal. So start by figuring out what can you afford, what are your margins, and also you want to leave some room for top publishers and incentives to make to make sure you're driving volume. And then also you want to communicate that very clearly to your partners. We're really in what I would call Gen 3 affiliate marketing, where it's all about transparency, and you can expect that from your partners as well. So it's crucial to tell partners exactly what you need and how they're doing. And that comes down to even the quality, right? So for whether you're driving demand through a B to SMB affiliate program, let them know the downstream funnel metrics so that you can flex the lead commission up and down. And also in terms of B2C, right? What does LTV look like? Not that you're going to be turning away a marginal customer, but do you really want your affiliate program just driving marginal customers and those partners, right? You might have to lower commissions if you're attracting marginal customers, or, of course, increase them if it's driving some of your big whales. From there, we're going to recruit a breadth of partnerships. So you make sure that you're following the best practices for sourcing new affiliates. You'll want to leverage as many tools out there as possible. And most of the networks provide tools for you to use. One of the best places to acquire partners is through your own properties. I like to present all the different possibilities in which a partner can work with you, be it through PR, be it through a brand ambassador referral program, and a traditional affiliate program or reseller program. Just clearly communicate, let the partner themselves self-select, have checks and balances on the back end to make sure they're in the right place, and then swim lanes on how they work with you and how to get the most out of partnering with you. You'll want to make sure you personalize outreach to your top targets. A lot of the top targets are the same targets across all industries. And so it will really depend on your messaging, as well as your affiliate manager's Rolodex of relationships that they have built over time and maintained. And then, of course, you'll want to automate outreach to the second and third tier targets. And then as you start to groom and nurture them into productive affiliates, you'll start to build more one-on-one relationships. Let's cover publisher types. And by no means is this an exhaustive list of the different publisher types. It's just the most common partnership types I would expect to see in your program. And I take a really broad view of affiliates, and I find that anyone willing to work on a pay-per-performance model can be your affiliate partner. And for the most part, for B2B, B to SMB, as well as B2B enterprise programs, I think you'll find that a lot of the non-traditional partners, like the associations and your reseller and other channel partners, as well as brand-to-brand collaborators, will be your biggest publisher types. But here I'm going to cover the most common types, mostly for B2C programs. Affiliates can drive success at all stages of the funnel. So I recommend that you select a few top partners to work with at each stage, collect data, measure success, and adjust as needed. Each position in the funnel has a different timeline for measuring performance value. So make sure that one, you have the advanced tracking in place, and two, we want to make sure we don't fall into the trap of false positives or negatives. So starting at the top of the funnel, these partners are your content creators. They help you reach new niche audiences. They tend to have high domain authority, and they build brand trust with their personal endorsement. You're going to want to give them premium commissions, and you might even want to lean in by media placements. You'll probably also be giving them free product to review and endorse. So make sure that you have a constant repository of fresh content and creative to get them inspired and to start to align their editorial calendar. You want to be top of mind when they are producing that next roundup or listicle. Moving down the funnel, you'll have the buying guides and review sites, and they have the SEO rank. So they too will want premium commissions. I think one of the differentiators between B2C affiliate programs and B2SMB affiliate programs is the largest contribution from the publisher types is flipped. So for B2C, you'll see the content creators contribute the most, but B2 SMB affiliate programs, it's really the review sites and buying guides, and then the content creators. And there's a bit of gray area there. You might have, someone like a business insider that is acting in a content creator capacity with like a dedicated post, and then they'll also have a placement that's a review site where you're listed in a roundup of the best this, that, and everything else. And as we think about gaps and areas that you're outsourcing, the gap in terms of the review sites and buying guides in that middle of the funnel is you're outsourcing your long tail SEO, while you yourself are focused both from a technical standpoint and a content distribution standpoint around your head tags. Let affiliates rank for the long tail for you. Continuing on with partnerships, I think towards the lower middle funnel, you'll have the rewarding and reward sites. And these can be both consumer rewards as well as employee rewards. They have highly engaged audiences. Oftentimes they're behind a firewall. Especially for the employee rewards. They have the ability to drive high volume and high AOV. They can also do a little bit more targeting than most affiliates in the upper funnel. They tend to share their commission with their customers, and that can come in the form of, points or cashback or miles, etc. They do not need premium commissions like we talked about with the content creators and the buying guide review sites, or free product. I wouldn't be sending that to them, but you might consider giving them some type of exclusive or semi-exclusive offer for their users, which will help negotiate premium placement and hopefully close a sale over your competitor. The majority of the brands that are looking to drive incremental revenue do not want to partner with kind of the lower funnel deal and coupon sites, but sometimes it's necessary to control your brand messaging and your user generated content. Take, for example, Retail Me Not. They have incredible SEO rank and domain authority. And sometimes you'll find yourself being promoted on there when you're not even in a partnership together. So by partnering together, you have more of a voice and build a relationship in which you can control that messaging and also monitor and remove some of that user generated coupons that may or may not actually be live and on brand for you. It's common to see these types of partnerships in the lower funnel getting the lowest commissions and have the strictest rules, including commissioning on new customers only or commissioning on sales with only approved coupon codes, or for more sophisticated programs with crediting methodologies that include path position, you might only commission them on solo touch points. Or when time in cart exceeds a certain amount of time, knowing that they're adding an additional value rather than just somebody jumping onto the cart in order to get a coupon code and then closing the sale and getting full attribution. I personally don't recommend working with browser extensions unless you have really found them to add value, such as increased average order value or high new customers to file. A lot of times, the role of affiliate marketing is new customer acquisition, and if that is the case, then there's absolutely no discovery in Honey. No one goes to Honey to discover a new brand. With that said, can Honey add value in your program? Absolutely, but I would pay very close attention to average order value, new customer contribution, as well as role in the conversion path and number of touch points. Great. So now that we've talked about setting up the program, recruiting a bunch of affiliates to have value full funnel, let's talk about activation. This is really important because you can recruit a ton of affiliates and that's really a vanity metric, but you really want affiliates that are actually productive and driving performance and actions. Otherwise, you don't really have a program that has channel market fit. So considering some of the tools in our tool belt that we might use to activate partnerships, I think providing an incentive is always, money talks. So affiliates really love that. I think having a full LMS with, education material and on brand approved material. Also some FAQs on some talking points, places that you would like to be included, that you think you fit in their website in certain categories and placements. And I think that you should communicate with your partners often in order to keep them active. I think they'll be inundated with brands that are trying to work with them. So staying top of mind is really important. In terms of partnerships at scale and automation, I think creating trigger-based workflows are really important so that you can drive predictable and sustainable revenue. This could be something like an affiliate, all the affiliates that have joined but haven't actually generated a click in, say, the first 10 days, then maybe launch the onboarding activation communication series or whatever it might be called. But I think that those are the operational efficiencies that you'll want to implement to get yourself out of the Pareto principle of 80-20. And then with activation comes optimization. This is probably the most fun part of affiliate marketing, I think, for an affiliate manager. So of course, we talked about incentives to activate. There's incentives to drive volume and drive quality. So what's going to be important is to know where you're being promoted and to identify those additional placements. Ask your partner how they think they can drive more. Be open and out of the box thinking, and just quickly finding those business model synergies for it to make sense. And finally, making their lives easier. We talked a little about sales enablement tools for activation. I think for optimization as well. Affiliates are your online sales force, and so as many tools as you can give them will make them more successful, and also take a little bit of work off the affiliate manager's plate so that they can become a little bit more efficient in recruiting new partners. So are you ready for an affiliate program? I think if what we've talked about today is an indication that affiliates could speed up a business goal, enable a business goal to happen quicker, then affiliate is likely a viable program for you. You'll need to set up the infrastructure for success. I think a lot of affiliate programs, people want to dip their toes to see if it's successful, and they'll find viability at the bottom of the funnel with partnerships that may or may not be adding incremental value. And then they'll have to rejigger or tune up the infrastructure so that they can find incremental value with top and middle of the funnel partnerships. So you'll want to make sure that you have the infrastructure that gets you started, but a clear line of sight of what you're going to need in order to make a program that's sustainable and driving long-term success. And then, of course, a strong methodology for recruiting and sourcing partnerships. One of the best indicators of whether an affiliate program is viable is when people are reaching out to you and inquiring about an affiliate program. I hear this a lot. We have these influencers, they've been DMing, seeing if they can promote us. Do we have any tracking links for them? That's fantastic. Another indicator I hear a lot is my PR team says I have to have an affiliate program in order for them to secure placements in digital media publication. That's a fantastic indicator of viability. So a lot of the digital media publications work through a content monetization partner called Skimlinks or VigLink, and it's their way of working with you, working with brands on a one-to-many model. So they'll start through your PR earned partnerships, and then they will start to drive volume through affiliate partnerships. So that's a great indicator. And then, of course, the key to success with affiliate marketing really is resources to building those relationships. It's hard to interview for when you're working with or hiring an affiliate manager, or you're utilizing a resource like Right Side Up, because you want somebody who has that Rolodex of partnerships. And so I always ask for folks to share who they've worked with in the past, who they have contacts with at certain digital media publications, as an indicator that they'll get your foot in the door very quickly, in order to show short-term growth, so that you can continuously invest in the affiliate program. So before you go, I want to talk a little bit about Right Side Up and what we do, in case you're not familiar. So we are a hybrid between an agency and a high-end staffing firm, and we have this collective of growth marketers in pretty much all areas of discipline, with the exception of traditional PR and comms. And we deploy those resources as an in-house fractional resource on an hourly basis. We're designed to be flexible. We work with a whole lot of high growth stage companies where priorities are constantly pivoting. So with us, you can flex resources up, down, out, in, out, whatever is needed. For affiliate marketing, I built our affiliate practice because I truly believe that affiliate should be an in-house function. So for me, the goal, if you're utilizing someone like Right Side Up to launch and build your affiliate program, is to grow it so that it warrants a full-time resource, whether that be somebody already in-house or you're hiring somebody, and we can turn over those keys to you, and that's a win for me. As I said, we work with a ton of clients across a lot of industries, both B2C, B2B, you name it, we've probably worked with them. And so if you would like to speak, particularly for affiliate, if you'd like to speak with any of our affiliate partners, happy to put you in touch with them. And we're here to help you. So if there's anything that I spoke about that you want to dive in deeper, I'd love to get some questions. I wanted to leave extra time, because normally get some great questions. And I'd love to hear your experiences about what you've seen as an indicator that affiliate is a viable option or not. Or if there's any information that I can share with you, I'd be happy to share out my scoring rubric. If you're thinking about vetting platforms, I'd be happy to share my point of view on my favorite platforms. Just let me know, and we can go from there. So thank you so much. I hope that I gave you some indicators of program viability. Affiliate marketing is one of my favorite acquisition channels, and I'd love to take any questions you might have.
Thank you so much, Amy. Every time I hear you talk about affiliate marketing, I'm just blown away by your expertise. And I know everybody who joined just really got a lot out of this session. So thank you so much for your time. We do have a couple of questions coming in, so I'm going to go ahead and start moderating those now. While we're going through this, anybody else in the session, if you have questions, now's your chance to drop them in using the Q&A functionality at the bottom of your screen. Our first question comes from Alexander. He asks, how do you curate quality? Are there any flags to look out for that show things aren't going as they should?
It's a great question. In terms of quality, it all comes down to what is the role of affiliate. So if the role of affiliate in your program is to drive new customer acquisition, the program should be driving upwards of 85% new customers. That's an indicator of quality to me. And also I look at LTV, right? Are the referrals coming in through partners of high LTV? Fantastic. If not, are we working with the right partners? Or should we be sourcing a different set of partners to drive that quality of referrals?
Great. Thank you, Amy. Sean asks 2 questions. First, what have been the most frequent trouble spots brands have faced in your experience with this channel?
Yeah, that is a great question. I would say oftentimes I think the affiliate strategy doesn't always match the marketing tech stack. So an example would be, we want the affiliate program to drive new customer acquisition. We have a new customer offer that's the same across all channels. We do give one-to-one offers for retention, but that's at a UID level. And then we have some tentpole events in which we'll offer short-term limited promotions. And what I see happens a lot is people dip their toes in affiliate marketing and they give out coupon codes, and those coupon codes become rampant and they can't control affiliates from picking those up. And so I think one of the biggest challenges is making sure the marketing tech stack aligns to the strategy, meaning instead of giving coupon codes, you might actually auto apply coupon offers based on UTM params and do a great job of messaging so that you have a better handle on attribution. And more importantly, the question is, how do you allocate your budget? Are you allocating the right budget to an affiliate program, or should that be allocated to a different channel? So I think having an offer strategy in place for your affiliate channel and making sure that the tech stack supports that offer strategy is so very important. And I find that that is one area we tune up a lot when we're helping brands build their affiliate program.
Thank you so much. And Amy, before we go to the next question, we do have a request. If you don't mind going back to the previous slide, somebody did ask for that.
For sure. Perhaps this one?
I believe the one with the clients listed.
Oh, yes, sorry.
And then we'll go ahead and answer a couple of other questions while we have that up. We've gotten a lot come in. So we'll go ahead and answer Sean's second question.
Great.
They ask, where do you see the affiliate channel going in the next 2 to 3 years?
Yeah. Oh man, Sean, what a fantastic question. First off, I'm not feeling the best. I have COVID, so I'm just gonna stick in a cough drop here. So hopefully that's not too annoying for you all. Sean, where I think the affiliate program is going. I think when I think of affiliate, to be honest, I actually call it endorsement marketing. And I think it's going to become grayer and grayer between affiliate, influencer, podcasts, resellers, and channel partners. I think you will see affiliate becoming a hybrid media buying and pay-per-performance partnership channel. And I think that we'll have to start to develop umbrella frameworks with clear swim lanes for the different types of partnerships and where they add value and how they can add the most value, and also have swim lanes for when partners can move from one type of partnership to another, because I think that they will jump quite often depending on what your goals are. So I think we'll see less pay-per-performance only affiliate programs and more media buying hybrid pay-per-performance plus flat fee.
Thank you so much, Amy. These questions we're getting in are so interesting. Our next question from Andy asks, what are the best platforms for small businesses needing to grow and scale with limited budgets? Great
question. So when I think of the platforms, remember I put them into 2 camps of networks versus SaaS solutions and the pros and cons. So the pros of the networks really are, they have okay tracking. They often have a marketplace of affiliates that you can easily tap into, which is also a con because you're all fishing from the same pond, driving up commissions. And they tend to have some account management that can offer some generic playbooks for you to get started and grow your program. Some of the cons are their operating model is to me an inherent conflict of interest. They take a percentage of your sale or a percentage of your flat fee or commission. And as your program scales, the overall cost goes up, what you're paying to them. And they also are designed to have you look at affiliate marketing in a silo, because if you were to dedupe commissions, then their sales would go down. With that said, a lot of the networks are the cheapest and easiest to get started with. I think, for example, Share a Sale is a fantastic platform for finding channel market fit. I think it'll take about a year to find that fit. And then after that, you might move into a more sophisticated platform to look at cross-channel interaction. Those will be the SaaS solutions. So in terms of the SaaS solutions, the pros really are more, they're modern marketing tech stacks. They're API driven. They offer more sophisticated crediting methodologies and attributions for cross-channel interaction. And they have those automated workflows that allow you to gain efficiencies in scaling your program. Some of the cons, sorry, one more big pro there is their operating model is to typically charge for payment processing, very much like a cell phone plan. You can always go up in tiers, you can't go down. But as you go up in tiers, the effective cost you're paying to them starts to come down. But some of the cons are that they may be more expensive initially to get started in terms of not only dollar value, but resources, technical resources, because you tend to do server-to-server implementations rather than just pixel implementations with the networks. And they may just have too much functionality that you actually don't need until you can prove channel market fit. So I think for small businesses, if you're on the B2C side, I might consider Share a Sale as the platform to get started. I think they charge about a $500 annual fee, and then 20% of your commission, your commissions will go to Share a Sale. If you're B2SMB, and again, I think affiliate marketing for B2C and B2SMB is the same because it's a self-service funnel, but I would choose more in the SaaS solutions like an Impact or a Partnerize or a Partner Stack more than a network because of the integration required with your CRM, be it a Salesforce or Marketo or a HubSpot.
Thank you so much, Amy. Before I get to our next question, I do see some folks have their hand raised. And if that's intentional to ask a question, just know that we're going to rely on the Q&A functionality. Have a question for Amy, go ahead and type your question out. It's at the bottom of your screen and we'd love to get to it. Related to the question we just answered, Amy, our next question is from Christian, who asks, can I manage influencers as affiliates, and do affiliate platforms support that?
Great question. You absolutely can. Some of the platforms actually have an own influencer platforms, making it easy. So for example, Impact owns Activate, making it very easy for you to run a brand ambassador influencer program versus a pay-per-performance influencer program. And really the only difference there is the monetization piece, how you're paying them and how you're utilizing them. So the brand ambassador influencer program is often used for UGC, which is where you're going to win in the core channels. And then the regular platform for affiliate tracking or influencer tracking is strictly on pay-per-performance. And I think those two influencers will move between the two different swim lanes, depending on what your needs are. But you absolutely can. I think the affiliate platforms really are for tracking purposes. So you can choose to, and you can choose to utilize them for a clearinghouse and pay them through the affiliate tracking tool, or choose to just track them without commissions and pay them outside. But absolutely, I think affiliate and influencers, it's all endorsement marketing. And so you really just want a partner relationship management platform that meets the needs of the different types of partnerships. So when you're thinking about brand ambassador, influencer, do they have a place where they can hold a repository of your UGC from your brand ambassador influencers? Do they have contract templates that help you to navigate how you use that UGC and for how long you can use that UGC? But they're out there and they exist. It really just will depend on your publisher type, the gaps that you're sourcing to, and what your needs are. That's why I think a scoring rubric in this case becomes very helpful for all those gray areas and helping you to hone in on the swim lanes and the partnership types.
Thank you so much, Amy. And just to clarify, we do have a person wanting to clarify that when you say UGC, you are referring to user-generated content. Correct.
Yeah. And one of the gaps, I think, that you outsource to affiliates is UGC in the form of, you tend to work with review sites for it, or also paid social social affiliates and influencers. They'll produce UGC that you can use for in your affiliate marketing program for both whitelisting and, more importantly, for dark posting on a CPA basis.
Thank you so much, Amy. We have a couple of questions from Kevin. Kevin asks, where do you see the future of affiliate going? It feels like this trend is becoming more towards influencer and content versus the original affiliate publishers such as Coupon or Loyalty.
I 100% agree. I think, historically, affiliate has been known as like just a channel of coupon and deal sites that just cannibalize other channels and drive up costs. I think people are really looking to our affiliates to drive incremental revenue. And if you want incremental revenue, you're going to have to over-index at the top in the middle of the funnel with those publisher types, because what they add to you and what you're outsourcing is reaching new audience and long tail SEO. So I think the future of affiliate marketing will be those content creators. I also think that like I mentioned earlier, it become really important to create an umbrella framework for all types of partners and really hone in on what value they can add to you and what their swim lanes are and what sales enablement tools they'll need to do their job.
Thanks, Amy. And I know we did touch on that earlier, but in case you had anything else you wanted to share. Kevin's second question says, do you see coupon sites dying out as they tend to be super bottom of the funnel? Is there any benefit paid campaigns with coupon sites? I've run plenty of campaigns on coupon sites, and there's little to no incremental value for their paid opportunities.
Yeah, that's a great question. I think we'll start to see the templatized coupon sites go away, like in the coupon sites that end in a Z. Those will go away. But what you'll find is a lot of the digital media publications actually operate coupon sites themselves too, and leverage those sites, particularly around holidays, to drive direct response. So I don't think they'll completely go away. I think you'll find them in more of a content driven way as much as possible, again, versus I have this visual of a templated site, but I think that they will morph a bit, and the owners of those coupon sites will have two arms. They'll have the very content editorial driven pages and the direct response coupon pages, and you'll have to work with them together and holistically to drive performance. But I myself personally don't think you need to work with any more than 3 to 5 coupon sites, never more than 10. Nobody goes to page 2 to find a coupon. And also the coupon sites oftentimes will outrank you in SEO, and crawling back from that is really difficult. So I think I like to strategically choose, 1 to 3 or maybe 5 coupon sites that I work with very closely and control the messaging. But I do think that those those, handful of coupon sites can actually add value. You just have to be transparent about the quality you're looking for and share that with them. I also think you should never outsource TM plus bidding to affiliates. Because crawling back from them outranking you is really difficult. And I think you should own all your brand terms and your brand and top keywords. I do think affiliates can do really well. Sorry, I'm off topic here, Kevin, but I do think affiliates can do really well on long tail SEM and discovery on a CPA basis.
Thank you so much, Amy. I was just trying to capture your answers, and I have a loud keyboard, so I wanted to keep that muted. Kevin says he appreciates the details and insight, and thank you so much for that. And Amy, I think those are all the questions that we're going to want to get to live here. Just as a reminder for everybody who attended, one, we're so thankful that you did, and so thankful that you asked such interesting questions that really allowed us to continue this conversation. Just as a reminder, we are going to be sending out an email in the next couple of days with a recording link to the entire webinar, including the Q&A session. We'll also include the slide deck and some other resources for you. We really appreciate that you took the time to view the session and learn about building an incremental affiliate program with us. And Amy, thank you for being such a trooper and leading such a powerful session, even while you're dealing with COVID. We really appreciate you doing that. Don't think, oh, sorry.
Oh, I was just going to say thank you. And thank you, everyone. My brain's a bit foggy. So I love chatting about affiliate, whether it be formally or informally. So please don't hesitate to reach out to me if I can add any value or share my perspective. And I love learning from you as well.